Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Backlogs, where I open up figures that I've had sitting for a while. So, today we're going to be looking at the Mondo Symbiote Spider Man. I had this for a couple months now, maybe, and I just decided to open it. So, here we have the box, and with the backlogs, it's going to be a lot less edited. So, it's just going to be like a straight video, no fancy zoom ins and zoom outs, just simple. Here we have the box. Nice little artwork here. We have the Velcro. We open it up and we have nice artwork inside. Looks kind of like a comic book cover. Has Mondo Collectors Group, which looks nice. We have the figure there. And then we have the box. It doesn't have any like shine or gloss mix. It's pretty much all flat, which is something that kind of got me caught off guard. So I'm used to like the half and half from Mondo. This one was mostly majority flat. So let's take the figure out of the box. We have the clamshell. And one thing that they do is they have some stuff inside. And you have the Symbiote Spider-Man logo. Once we remove it, we have all of our accessories at the bottom tray. Let's open that up. And we're going to see what's in here. We have a web shooting hand. And it doesn't move. It doesn't look like it moves. So that's interesting. And we have bendable webs. They're pretty bendable, not the most flexible in the world, but they're okay. I do appreciate that they come from the top of the hand, like the Symbiote Spider-Man's supposed to have. And yeah, you got another one. You got two of those. You get some Symbiote. Really nice looking Symbiote there. And we also get a Symbiote that goes on the neck. Nice flexible plastic. We also have these webs, and they go into this web shooting hand. So there's like a little peg, and you just stick it in there. You got two of them. Again, nice flexible plastic. Not too flexible, not too stiff, so I think they're going to last, and they look really nice. Very animated looking webs. So it does look like the show. You get the nice stand. And let's take out the figure from the box. Let's look at some of the accessories. We have the Peter Parker head. This Peter Parker head looks nice. It's him a little bit angry, but it's still a nice look for Peter Parker. And we have this stand type of thing with the symbiote. This is from the episode when they first discover it. We also have a hand with the shocker hand. So the famous shocker scene where, the voice actor goes nuts, which is fantastic. I have different sets of hands. I just checking the movement of the wrist joint. Don't want to be too stiff, so just always check those when I'm looking at the hands before I even put them on. You do get a lot of different types of hands, and you can use these a lot for photography and pictures and video. You get another set of hands with the webs coming out from the top of the hand. We got another like more splashed out web look, and here we have a figure. Got nice plastic on the figure, and then we get plastic on the thighs. Now the reason for this is most likely for paint rub. They don't want the paint to rub too much on the lower part of the body, so they protect it with this plastic. And here we have it. It's a beautiful looking figure. I love the way this looks. It looks like it came out of the show. Looking for any paint defects here. Got nice cell shading. We got a little bit of something going on here. The decal here is a little weird, kind of not super duper clean. It's clean, but not the cleanest. I'm just double checking them. And Mondo's great with customer service, so if there's any issues, they'll send a new one right away. But this one looks like it's in pretty good shape. I don't want to be too much of a stickler, but this one is in really good shape. Now let's look at some articulation. And I do not have hot water or anything on this for this video. I'm just trying it straight out of the box, so if it breaks, it breaks. But everything's a little stiff, so Not much head movement. It does have the joint at the bottom of the neck, and it doesn't really move. I wonder if it's because no hot water, so I'll try it out later. We have the arms that go out about this much. It does take a bit of force to get them up. We have the double jointed elbows. You can move with the bicep swivel. There we have, again, nice little wrist. Those are nice and smooth. Now the ab movement is fairly stiff, and I gotta admit, I feel like I'm gonna break it if I go too much. So I think a little bit of hot water would help out, but there isn't too much movement. It being a Spider-Man figure, I would like a little bit more movement. But again, it might be because I didn't put hot water on it. I'm not sure. But it is a little stiff. So I'm sure. Wait. So I tried to move that leg and it kind of went off, but just put it back in. So we have the double joints on the knees as well. And trying to put it in a little bit of a dynamic pose. So here we have a little bit of a dynamic pose for this Spider-Man. And not bad. You know, I'm not going to lie. I wish it did move a little bit more. I'm not a big fan of Kevin cuts everywhere or anything, but this does have cuts, and they just, I don't know, they don't move as good as I would like them to move, or as smooth. They're a little bit stiff. Again, I don't know if I add hot water to it, if it's going to be better, but if I'm truly honest, I don't think it will be. I don't think it's going to be that much better, so yeah, not a lot of movement here with this Spider-Man. I tried to take out the hands, but they were not budging. And I don't have any hot water with me at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it like that. One of the big things with this Spider-Man is it a Marvel Legends, just a big Marvel Legends? No, it's a little bit different. It's an art toy, so it looks great on the shelf. It's not going to move like Legends. It doesn't feel like Legends. It has this flat paint everywhere and really clean paint. And we have the 12-inch Marvel Legends that came out a while ago, so this Marvel Legends is a little bit shorter. It's very different in the sculpt. The plastic feels completely different. But this thing could move really, really well. So yeah, if you're all about articulation, I don't think the Mondo is for you. But if you want something that looks a lot like the animated series, and it's going to look like exactly like the animated series on your shelf, this is for you. So you're not going to get the articulation though. So that's the big thing. I wanted to kind of do that meme pose where that Spider-Man's looking back. There we go. There's the meme pose. That's going to be the thumbnail. And yeah, pretty happy with it. All in all, it's a pretty good figure. I wish it would have moved more, but hey, you know going into the Mondo figure line that you're not going to get the most articulation. But yeah, that's it. Glad you guys watched this, and until next time, thanks for visiting Logland. This is the Backlogs. Peace.